Okay, so does your posture affect your mood? Now, right now I'm sitting where my eyes are about the top of the screen, but because of this recording situation, my eyes are a little bit lower than the actual app I'm looking at. If I were to stand up, I'd have to look down to see the screen, and it might make me want to hunch a bit. So there's that aspect of things. To get your posture in the right place, it might make sense to move your environment around. You're on a laptop, you could put it on top of a pile of books, of sponges, of things like that. There are advantages to having good posture. I mean, you could say some names of some scientists. Who's the guy I'm looking? David Bender, I think the name is. Something like that. David Binder. Binder. Maybe want to emphasize people that his name's Binder and not Bender, so he dedicated his life to having people stand up straight. Anyway, this is someone at the Orthopedic Spine Center at Harvard. Harvard affiliated Massachusetts General Hospital. So it's Harvard affiliated, whatever that means. I watch too much news. Affiliated has kind of this negative thing. It's affiliated with Harvard. But whatever. That's another one of the things. So you watch too much news on the TV, you might start slouching down, but maybe it's because you're too far from the TV. So there's things like that you can do about your environment, about where your laptop is, how high it is. Normally you want to have a separate screen to the keyboard so that your arms can be down low enough for your hands to be typing comfortably, and your eyes can still be high enough to be about the top of the screen. So my screen should still be a little bit higher than it is, and my keyboard should be lower than it is. So external keyboard, note to self, a reminder to use that. Another thing, so stand up straight. How would you do it? You can imagine a string. This is the thing I hear, a lot of these yoga things saying, but not just yoga. I mean, some people's grandparents might have said it. You have a string going from the top of your head or from somewhere in your spinal column at the top of it somewhere, going up to the sky, and you're pulling on that string, right? Now, if you think too much about bringing your shoulders back, you overdo it and you just look funny and get embarrassed and maybe don't do it properly or don't want to do it anymore. So just focus on bringing your posture up and not anything that would hunch up your shoulders. Just relax the shoulders. Maybe sometimes you do a little bit of exercises to strengthen any weakened muscles there. And yeah, that's it. So that's the exercise. Oh, but there's another thing. You could say hello. Thumbs up. These gestures, thumbs down, kind of curls your spine a bit. So thumbs up. You can still do thumbs up when you're slouched, but if you're putting both thumbs down, it turns your posture just a slight bit, not very much. But when you're putting your hands on your hips, if you want to be like one of those superheroes, if you put your thumbs pointing up towards your underarms, then you're more likely to be in a better posture than if you put your thumbs pointing down, which I see a lot of people do. And that's pushing my shoulders to slump a bit. I mean, you can keep the back straight, but it's less natural then. So the thumbs up is one of the tips for keeping a straight back.